Well, good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome back to the Roanoke Rec Center in Roanoke, Alabama. It's the 48th annual Randolph County Learning Center Bike Hike. I've got Robin Hall with me. It is the Don Robin, and we'll get Cindy in here in a little bit. Cindy show.
She's talking with somebody already, so it'll be a while before we'll get her over here.
Yeah. So, Robin, I was just thinking this morning coming over. I spent the night over on the West Bank over in Wadley, Alabama, and I was just thinking coming over this morning at all the shenanigans we've been through over the years. I started doing this with the Learning Center back in 1992 when I first moved to Randolph County, and oh Lord, here comes the police chief. He got him a brand new cruiser going on up in here this morning. Bicycle. We'll get him on here a little bit too. Yeah. But I was just thinking about all the shenanigans we've been involved in over the years with Randolph County Learning Center. And, we haven't done a whole lot the day of Bike Hike. It's always been leading up to Bike Hike. But this year we're here for the actual Bike Hike itself. I'm excited about that. Kind of tell us how this works on Bike Hike Day.
On Bike Hike Day, what we ask you to do is just come out to the rec center, and you can register here. We have tables set up in front of the rec center under the porch, and we have I think we have every police officer and fire truck and rescue squad. Everybody's here from the city of Roanoke and the county to make us sure that we're safe. But basically it's a walk or a bicycle ride to the high school, Hanley High School. Mm-hmm. You go around Tiger Circle and you come back. And it's, like I said, it's monitored, so it's safe for children. It's a lot better than that 25-mile ride that we used to do. We'd be here all day looking for people to come back in. I think it was the year that we had the flood and the Wadley Bridge was underwater that we had to cancel Bike Hike. And we had to come back and do the 1 mile walk because there were still a lot of trees in the road and things like that. So we said, this is a good idea. This is very safe. It's a way to have it and congratulate everybody that's helped, because everything really is leading up to Bike Hike. The warm-up, the schools, and all the shenanigans that you talked about, that happens April and May. So we're really busy up to this time, and this is just kind of the day that we have a sigh of relief, and we come out to celebrate the people that we serve at the Learning Center, and you come out to show your support for them and show us how much you appreciate the Learning Center. So it's kind of the, like I said, catch your breath, go, day and finish up day. It's very casual. It's not an athletic race. We have children. We have we'll have the youngest participant today in a stroller, and then we'll have the oldest participant probably in their 80s that will come out and walk this route. And if you don't want to even do a mile, you can go to the first stop sign. Yep. Turn around at that. We have a lot of people at the center that might go to the first stop sign and turn around and come back, but they can say they were in Bike Hike. And this is the 48th year of Bike Hike. So it's changed every year over the year. We've done so many different things to try to keep it going, and it does. Every year we add a little something new, or we take a little away of something to kind of keep it young, keep it fresh, and keep people involved. The donations have been spectacular. We appreciate it, and one thing is sometimes you don't see as many people in one spot because they're doing different things. We have the children in the schools are doing all kind of things. The daycares have that's already been. We have people in the businesses that have already been wearing their shirts on Fridays for over a month. So we still have the Bike Hike shirts. They're very popular this year. We have some of those today. You can come out and get your Bike Hike shirt and just be part of this tradition.
Yeah, and you can see the logo for this year's Bike Hike shirt is actually on the screen there. So that's kind of what the logo looks like on the shirt. Get your shirts here today. And, you were just saying that over the years things have changed, and every year it's a little bit different. But one thing that hasn't changed has been the support that this community shows every single year for the Randolph County Learning Center. It's just amazing. I mean, even through the COVID years, the support is still there. I often refer to Bike Hike as the social event of the year in Randolph County, and I still stick to that because this is the one time during the year everybody comes out and supports one particular thing, and it's the Randolph County Learning Center, and it's very important because you guys depend on that to match your state and federal funding to operate on every year.
That's right. We always tell everybody that we are state funded through the Department of Mental Health. Alabama Department of Mental Health and Medicaid, but that's never enough. And there's been lots of years it was really never enough. So what the bike hike has allowed us to do is use these local funds, not only to add extra to the things at the Learning Center that we do on a daily basis, but also to just keep us open some years, and especially during when you have the things like COVID that happens, or what's happening now throughout the state is agencies are having a hard time paying their staff a fair wage,
right,
to meet what the wage demands are these days. It's a very hard for agencies to do that, and it's a very it can be a very rewarding job, but also it can be very difficult. So you have to pat everybody on the back that you see that the staff gets up and drives a bus. They go throughout Randolph County service area and pick up individuals and bring them into the Learning Center. And there we do the things that are designed to help them and individualize for them. Now that's a joy to do that when you get there, but then you've got to do all the paperwork, you've got to do all the training and everything that the state requires you to do. So the actual fun part is working with the people. The hard part is kind of following all the red tape that you have to do to back that up. So, and getting the funding for the vans and for the tires and for everything. So that's why your bike hike dollars and donations are so useful. It's all 100% tax-free, nonprofit. Your dollars go directly into our operational budget. It doesn't have to go through another agency or to the state or anything like that. So every dollar that you support with us goes directly to pay for the gas or pay for tires or pay for food. And we're out in the community, especially after COVID, we had to stay put a little bit and stay home. We were wanting to be out everywhere. If you see that Learning Center van, that's because we're going.
Yeah, absolutely. It not only all the things you were just talking about, but you guys are just fun. I mean, you're fun to be around. Everybody's fun. Everybody has a good time. And it's all for such a great cause.
It is, and like I said, we take our saying is we take the fun with us, and we do. We provide a needed service, and we go out in the community, but we also provide if someone needs help, assistance with maybe a doctor visit, or maybe they need assistance with some other need. We're trying to provide all that, but we're also trying to provide a needed daily training service to everybody and have fun while we're doing it.
Absolutely. So the bike hike starts at 8 o'clock this morning. Registration is underway now. They have a registration table set up just to my left, and you can come up and register, and then like Robin said, just take that leisurely stroll down to the high school if you want to. You don't even have to go that far. The weather is perfect, might I add. I'll take credit for that.
We put in our request this week for Don. Okay, Don, hold that rain off. We said at least 11 o'clock, but now it's even moved later in the day, so you've got plenty of time. Because we have had mornings where it starts out raining, and that does put a damper on things, but this is perfect.
Yep.
You're not going to just get too hot. There's no, the sunshine's limited as far as just getting too hot, so we're proud of this weather report because we've been sweating it all week. And for the 35 years I've been here, the weather has probably a big role in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everything, it's like, are we going to have lightning? Are we going to have thunder? A rain we can take, but every event that we have is, we depend on what the weather's going to do, and that can get kind of stressful. So we've been lucky this year.
Absolutely. And while you're here registering for the bike hike, or even if you're not going to participate in the actual walk, come by and hang out with us, and you can register for a NOAA weather radio. We're actually giving away 2 NOAA weather radios this morning, and we'll do that before we leave, before we get finished this morning. You don't have to be present to win, but you do have to come by and register. So come by and register, and we've already got them programmed. That's a big thing.
Oh, yes.
They're NOAA weather radios today are much easier to program than they used to be back in the day, but we've already got these things programmed for you. If you live in Randolph County, and if you live somewhere else, then we'll reprogram it for you. But all you got to do is, they've already got batteries in them. All you got to do is carry them to the house and carry the radio to the house and plug it up, and then you'll be ready if we do indeed have severe weather late this afternoon and into the early part of this evening. You'll have your NOAA weather radio there. So it doesn't cost you a dime. Just come by. It might cost you a neck hug or a handshake, but that's about it.
And I always tell the story of, now you pull up your phone and you pull up Don and you're looking at the radar on your phone. And I remember y'all got the first radar at the radio station. and it was, Don was so excited, and we'd go in and look and see what was on what was on this radar, and it was such a new concept, and now it's amazing. Everybody's got it at their fingertips. But I know everybody in this area appreciates you and appreciates that they can get the weather from you, especially during storms. Or was it Thursday night that we had the event for the weather? Luckily, we got out a lot of it, but it's so helpful to be able just to tune in, and I've never had it go out either my phone service or your service, so it's always a good thing to have. I also want to thank the City of Roanoke for getting everything ready out here for us. We've had the rec center always host us here, and it's always clean, and people are out here helping us from the City of Roanoke. They've got the streets clean from here and sidewalks from here to the high school, and they put a lot of extra work into helping us each year, and we do appreciate that.
Yeah, like Robin said a few moments ago, we've got 4 fire trucks, including a ladder truck, engine 2, engine 1, rescue 1's here, and the ladder truck is here. Roanoke PD's got a couple of cruisers here as well. Bring the kids out, and they would love to see the fire trucks. And it's just going to be a fun morning, and we hope that you will make your plans to come by and hang out with us and have a good time as we celebrate the Randolph County Learning Center. As Robin says, this is kind of a culmination of the entire, 2-3 month event?
It's January for us,
Yeah.
but basically April and May, a little bit in March, but April and May for sure. We're doing something almost every week for Bike Hike. We had the Bike Hike Miss Beauty. Miss
And
Bike
that was a
Hike.
huge success.
It was. We did, I think, over $12,000, and it was just amazing. They had about almost 100 participants. We had it at the city auditorium. It was just, a great activity. It was a little into April, I believe, and that was something we'd done it before, but I think this was the biggest year this year. We've had a lot of businesses been involved with the T-shirts. Like I said, again, the daycares, the schools have outdone themselves. We were getting totals in yesterday, and we're just amazed at all the support that the Roanoke City school system and the Randolph County school system has provided for us. So a big thank you, and just come on out. We're going to have the icy truck, the balloon jumpy house, and a train. So come bring the kids out, and it's free. It's not going to cost you anything, because most of the kids have already donated at school. So we figure we're not going to hit you up again. Come out and do this all for free today.
However, if you want to help us out again, that's fine.
Yeah,
too.
we'll take your money. That's never a problem. But if you, like I said, if you already paid and got all your shirts, or if you want to come out and buy a T-shirt, we're here, and let the kids just come out and play.
Come hang out with us and have a good time. Robin, thank you. We'll get you back in here again before we wrap things up today. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to give everybody a personal invitation to come just have a good time with Randolph County Learning Center today.
You still got a little time. We're on West Point Street here in Roanoke at the Rec Center. I don't know the exact number of it. I should know the address, but
It's kind of easy to find. There's a bunch of fire trucks sitting out front.
you come down West Point Street below the school and by the Nutrition Center, and there we are, okay?
All right, so let me show you what's happening on the weather this morning. We do have some showers beginning to form over in Clay County. And we do see a shower there just north of Ashland. That's moving off to the east, though. So if it holds together, I think that will probably slip just a little bit north of where we are located down here in Roanoke. Then we have another very, very small shower coming across the Talladega-Clay County line over there in the southwestern corner of Clay County. If I zoom out, you can get a better look at the entire area. And as you can see, really that's the only shower in East Alabama is that thing over there just to the northwest of Ashland. We've got some stronger storms beginning to form up in North Alabama, maybe just to the southwest of Gadsden and back toward Warrior. These are not the storms that we're concerned about. That would come later on this afternoon, probably after 3 and closer to about 6 p.m. Before we would see that possibility of severe weather across East Alabama and West Georgia. There's a look at the latest graphic from the National Weather Service showing that possibility of severe weather. It's a marginal risk, which is 1 out of 5. It's the lowest risk you can have. And the timing on that is 6 p.m. through 10 p.m. this evening for East Alabama and West Georgia. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that as we head throughout the afternoon. Come hang out with us at the Roanoke Rec Center in Roanoke, Alabama. It is the 48th annual Randolph County Learning Center Bike Hike. The Don, Robin, and Cindy Show continues on Dr. Don's Weather.